This presentation reports on the impact of social support during the COVID-19 pandemic on academic outcomes at Western Governors University, a fully online university where every student is assigned a program mentor who meets with them, usually over the phone, every week or every other week. We came to this analysis with two main research questions. One, to evaluate the impact of the pandemic across WGU's diverse student population, and the other to evaluate the important role of social support via students' program mentors on student outcomes. This analysis was conducted on data from 2,080 students enrolled in WGU during the spring 2020 semester. In order to assess the impact of the pandemic on each student in terms of their personal life, we looked at the notes that were recorded by each mentor for each meeting that they had with them. And we used a topic model in order to compute 20 topics, 2 of which emerged as particularly related to COVID-19 impact, and these were used to identify those students with evidence of high COVID-19 impact. And this amounted to 13% of the sampled student population. In order to answer our research questions, we computed a structural equation model. And in this model, we had 2 independent variables, one binary variable that indicated the level of social support, so the number of times the mentor met with the student during the semester, student experience of COVID-19 related stress, which was indicated by the topic model. We counted this as high COVID-19 impact. That was the 13% of students. We also had a process variable, number of active weeks, which we labeled as activity, and the outcome variable that we focused on was completed course units. The best fitting structural equation model indicated that high COVID impact actually predicted that the mentors offered more support to the students. A high level of support predicted a high level of activity in the students and also independently predicted a high level of course units earned. And in addition, there was the expected relationship between how active the student was over the semester and how many course units they earned. Neither the effect of high COVID-19 impact nor on activity nor on course units earned were significant, and thus these links were dropped from the model. And this model was significantly better than the independent model. It was the best fitting model on this data. So 13% of students in our sample population showed evidence of COVID-19 impact based on the topic model. Students hardest hit by the pandemic were offered more support on average than typical students in the WGU student population, and the amount of support offered to students was the strongest factor impacting their outcomes based on this structural equation.